since my last birthday, I set out a goal of what I wanted to do for this year. And then this year happened. Good morning. I woke up, I don't know, no matter what time I go to sleep, I wake up at 8 o'clock on the dot now. Before it was 7:30, now it's 8 o'clock. Whatever. But my chest is super heavy this morning. Like real heavy. And I was coughing and anyways. I made something to eat. I'm gonna eat that right now. And we'll see what I get into today. As of right now, whatever. I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered medication that should come today. My mom's worried about me. But it is what it is. I'm worried about me. Again, it is what it is. I just don't like waking up feeling like this. Like, last week I felt fine. You know what I mean? But now I just feel like I'm getting stuffy again, congested. My chest hurts. I'm coughing. My cough is heavier, so that might be something totally new. But I'm getting stuff done. I think this is the time. Like, I mean, it's very easy to focus on being sick, but I'm not gonna focus on being sick because I'm not as sick as I was. But I feel like this is the time that I'm getting to myself, by myself, to deal with myself. Whether my thoughts run wild or not, I'm human. But I feel like this is a time where I have to focus on me. I have no distractions. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. Like, you see what I'm saying? All I need to focus on right now is 1, how am I going to make more money? 2, how am I going to save more money? 3, how am I going to invest money? 4, right? How am I going to elevate my business? That's my concern. And all of these things, these 4 things, it might be 5, take care of my health. You know what I mean? 6, start a family. 7, travel the world. Like, you know, these are things that are on any list for some people. They're in different order. That wasn't in any particular order, but these are things that I'm reminded of daily as I'm still home, because I know what my life was like before we had this pandemic. Before I got sick, my life was just on the go, on the go, on the go. Wake up, eat, shower, shit, whatever, go to work, come home, repeat. Nothing in there was about me. It was about going to work. And I feel like that's a problem. Not having a job is not that that's the problem. It's the problem for me was I didn't have time to do the things that I was doing before I got this job. And that's sad for me. So I think that sometimes things just happen, good or bad. They happen to make you realize some stuff. Even though these are things that you should have realized without something happening. And sometimes you need a nudge or another nudge in my case. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of reflecting. Like, I reflect often, but this right here is, I mean, my mom's not here. I'm here by myself, like quiet time. It's just me, my thoughts, and I. Me, my notebook, and I. Me, my laptop, and I. Like, you know. So I definitely, I don't know, this might be rambling, but these are my thoughts. Like, last night I was watching something that had to do with fertility. And then I had a conversation with my friend, and then I'm like, yo, when we were kids, they didn't tell us life was like this. You know what I mean? So I feel like everybody's just trying to navigate this thing called life the best way they can. Some people fake the funk, but I'm not sure if I was one of those people in the past, but I can't fake the funk now. I'd be lying to myself if I did. So the reality of me right now is I'm just trying to plan for my future. And my future being tomorrow, the day after that, next month, a year from now. Like, you see what I'm saying? 5 years from now, I feel like having end dates and goals are definitely where it's at, because I can say I'm doing all of these things, but if I don't put a timeline on it, I probably would never get it done. You need to do this by a specific date in order to get this. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I've been on the clock. I don't know, that's money. I've been on the clock. I definitely, trust me, I've had a lot of time to myself. And I hope, well, I don't know, this probably taught me another lesson that I probably needed to learn, child. It's pushing me. It's pushing me somewhere where I'm a bit uncomfortable. Not because I don't know my potential. I feel it's more of maybe I'm afraid. But then that's silly. Why? You don't need to be afraid. You just need to just do it. Like, you know, like, do it, be the best at it. And if you fail, you can try again. You know what I mean? The problem is if you don't start, or if you start and you stop, but you really want to do something, I think that's when you just fail completely. I'm not trying to fail. I have a perception of my life which I honestly feel like I need to get rid of, because, you know, you have this thing where you think at a certain age you should have certain things and whatever, but in the reality of it, I'm gonna be honest with you, there are certain things that I wanted by the time I got to 30, by the time I got to 25. These are things, I don't have any of these things that I wanted. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I ever worked for any of those things that I wanted. I just hoped it would just jump into my lap. As silly as that sounds. Like, you're good enough, so this will happen. No. Doesn't work like that. Life definitely doesn't work like that. No. It definitely doesn't work like that. You gotta, if you want something, you gotta work for it. I mean, that's always been the saying. If you want something, you work hard for it, no matter what that something is. You want a house, you work for it. You want a car, you work for it. You know what I'm saying? You want a family, you work for it. You want money, you work for it. However you work for it. I mean, no illegal activities, people, but still. I don't know. It's definitely, I don't know. I woke up in a very reflective mood. I had a lot of time. I do still have a lot of time, but I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. And then this morning, it kind of put me in a place where I'm just like, if you don't take this as a sign, whether or not it's a sign, it's a sign. That's just how I see it. And I feel like I'm not gonna get deterred, because I'm an emotional being. But I'm definitely, I set out a goal since my last birthday. I set out a goal of what I wanted to do for this year. And then this year happened, and then I set out more goals that I wanted to accomplish. So I'm gonna keep going. I think for anyone, you just have to keep going. I didn't expect this to be this long. This is a video by itself. I didn't expect this to be this long. Sometimes it's therapeutic just talking to yourself, but I'm not really talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all. I be having conversations with myself. I really do. I'm looking at my board. I checked off a few things. I have a few more things that I need to do. Some of those things are just gonna stay on the board, like save money, invest money, update website, update YouTube. Those are always going to be on the board because those are constant things. Everything else is a task that has to be done and taken off so that I can add more, like, you know. But I don't know. I started almost every single thing on this list. So I don't know, guys. It's definitely, I don't even know if I'm making sense. I just feel like these are thoughts that I just needed to get off of my chest. And I don't even know if you're going to see this video. Maybe I'm just recording it to have a conversation with myself. To make myself know, you need to get your shit together, girl. What you're doing now is going to set you up for the future. You have to do it. You can't sit down and wait for it. You just have to do it. Because, like, look at it right now. I'm not working. I'm in the house. I'm not able to go outside of my house. So I have to come up with ways of living and making myself a better person. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Is that a booger? But do you see what I'm saying? I have to make myself a better person. Learn a new skill. Learn a new language. Spanish. Do courses. Just do things to better myself. I bake. It's what I do. It's what I love. It really is. And I haven't been able to do that in a very long time. Like, my baking. And I find that being home sick has made me realize that I started something and then I dropped something. So it feels like it's a constant pattern with me. Something new comes into my life, something goes back to the wayside. I need to learn how to balance. I think that's what it is. I need to find a balance between work, personal, business. You see what I'm saying? And then it's work, personal, YouTube, business. But in actuality, it should be business, personal, YouTube, work. And that's where I'm trying to rotate. I'm trying to make business priority, self a priority, and personal, whatever comes into personal, self. YouTube is personal, self. You know what I mean? Business is personal, but it's also business. First, priority. These are things like I want to perfect my craft. Like, I went to school. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting what I learned. But in actuality, you learn as you go because it's a skill. And if you lose your skill, you fall behind. You know, so these are all things that I've been thinking about. The one thing I will say is this is the first time in my 5 years, I'm going to say five years since I've been baking consistently, I ran out of butter. I'm mad. I don't ever run out of butter. I have 1 pound of butter left. I have a big ass bag of flour. I mean, I don't eat flour, but I have a big ass bag of flour. I don't got no butter. Listen. But I'm just gonna, honestly, although I don't eat certain things at this present moment, there's some things that I can make, I can perfect, like bread and bun and stuff. I can make those things. because they don't require a lot, and everything that they require I have. So maybe I'll finesse my skills on bread. Freeze the bread. My mama can always eat the bread when she comes. I have a deep freeze. It works, you know. There's just things that I've been thinking about, I've been doing. I don't just think, I've been doing. Put in action, plan to action, goal to action, getting stuff done. So these are just my thoughts. What day is it? April 29th. These are just my thoughts for the 29th, to be honest. Yeah. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I'm happy I had this conversation with myself. Even though I have it often, this is more like of an open conversation where I can hear myself, because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to replay this video. I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to be like, girl, you better get your life. But yeah, no. I've been consistent right now with my saving. Don't ask me how. I've been trying, okay? I might have little hiccups along the way, but I've been trying. I'm looking at this and I'm like, so why do you always have to slow down to get shit done? I don't know. I need to find a balance. I do. Because I want to be able to, if I know I'm working, because I have to fund my business and I have to fund my personal life and all that stuff, I need to find a balance. It can't just be work. No, I need to have a personal life. I need to have a life that helps me with my goals and my dreams and things that I want to accomplish. There's just certain things that I want that when I got sick, boom, it kind of just exploded in my face. Like, yo, this is the reality of it. You either want it or you don't. You could talk about it all you want, but talk about it, don't be about it. I'm just saying, you gotta be about it too. You gotta talk, do, not just talk. Talk is cheap. Anyways, later days.